Hey, welcome back to episode 5 with Painting with Mrs. Purdy. Today what we're going to be working on is contrast and pattern leaves. So we're going to be talking about a couple of principles of design. So we have talked about the elements of art in these past 4 episodes. And those, remember, color, line, shape, space, form, texture, value. And so today we're going to talk about 2 principles of design. So principles of design are how we use elements of art in our creations. So today we're going to be working on contrast. So contrast is a principle of design that refers to arranging of opposite elements of art. So light and dark colors, rough and smooth textures, small and large shapes. So that is one element that we will be covering in here. So you can see we will be mostly doing opposites of color. So light and dark, right? Another thing we're going to be going over is pattern. So pattern is a principle of design that repeats different elements of art. So example, repeating shapes, repeating colors, repeating lines. So you can see in my example here that I have repeated the swirly all around. So with contrast and pattern, we're going to be creating this leaf design and using contrast with the light on one side and the dark on the other. The dark will be created by our pattern. So the patterns close together is what is going to create the contrast between light and dark. All right, so I will start the drawing of this and we'll get going. I'll show you some other examples of different patterns that you can use that will be successful. All right. Okay, for this drawing, I cut my paper into a perfect square, the same way I did with our mug. I liked the way it looked on the square paper, but you can also use it in a rectangle. So in the materials I used on this one was pencil, obviously, a colored pencil, or you could use crayon. I also used a black Sharpie, or you could just use a regular black marker. So you just pretty much need black, and then for your colors, I used a marker, but again, you can use colored pencils, crayons, whatever you have. If you do have paint, you want to go for that, you could do that. Okay, so here we go on the drawing. So again, you guys will be using pencils. We're going to start first with the line that goes diagonally across the page from one corner, waving all the way up to the other corner, okay? So I'm going to start down here. No, actually, I'm going to start at the top, and I'm going to curve one way, and then I'm going to keep going and curve back up, and then I'm going to curve back down and meet my corner. All right. Now we're ready to start our leaves. So we're going to have 4 leaves on each side, and they're bigger in the middle and get smaller towards the outside, okay? So what when teaching my kids, I just showed them, okay, you're going to start here about in the middle. You see that dot? And then let's go all the way out here towards that corner, aiming up there, right? Now we're just going to connect them from here to there, and then from here to there, making your leaf. Okay, so there you have one. Maybe we'll do another one on this line. Maybe I'm going to start right here, and I'm going to end up here. So I'm pretty close to the edge, but not all the way to the edge. And then you'll make your leaf. So you can curve one way and the other. Now we'll come over here. We're going to start here and a dot out here. Then we will connect top to bottom, top to bottom. Now let's do one more leaf down here, close to the edge. So we'll start here, but we're going to come out this direction this time. So we'll curve it in, curve it in. So now we have 4 leaves on this side. Now let's do the ones on the other side. So we're going to start up here next to this big leaf and make our big one that comes way out here. So again, curve. If you want to flip your page over, so you're pulling down, I always pulling down, drawing is way easier than trying to draw push upwards. So that's why I'm pulling down, and I'm going to connect. And then I'm going to come between these two over here, give myself a dot here. Maybe I want to come all the way out here close to my edge, and then I will connect one, connect two. We need one over here, dot there, dot out here close to my edge, curve one direction, curve the other. We need one more, I believe. Yep, we need one more down here. So in between these two on this side, we'll give a dot and one close to the edge down here. Let me move my paper up some. You can see that. So we'll curve to the point and curve to the point. Okay, so we have our basic drawing finished, right? So one step before you decide on the pattern that you're going to use is we're going to add some shading. Now you can use a pencil or a black colored pencil, but I'm going to use this black colored pencil. And I'm going to choose, we'll look back here. So you can see, let me turn it the way we drew it. So this, if you look closely, you'll see some shading inside these leaves on this side in the white area. And then on this side, we have shading around the leaves and then on that side of the line, okay? So all you need to do, take your pencil, your crayon, your black colored pencil, and then we're just gonna give some shading on top of this line all the way across, all the way down here. Okay, so you'll go down the line, and on the same side that you did down on this side, you're gonna go around your leaves. So just go around the outside of all your leaves. Okay, so I finished going around all of these leaves on this side and on that line. So now all I need to do is on this side, I'm going to shade on the inside of these leaves. Just around on the inside edge. Make sure you get all the way up to that black line. Okay, so now I've got all my shading done. So now it's time to decide on the pattern that you want to use within your leaves, where there's shading on the inside, and then the background for your other side, right? So we're using the same pattern, but we're getting that pattern close enough together where it's creating contrast between both sides, right? So let's think about some different designs that you could do. So you might have, let's draw a couple leaves just to kind of decide on what pattern we like best. Okay, so the pattern that I used for was swirls. So what I did was I just started in a spot, I did a swirl, stopped, I started another one, wherever I hit I stopped, maybe I just drew a couple more around it. Swirl. Now that one takes some time, but I think it looks really cool. Okay, that was my design. You could just go with some lines. Right, and do lines across the whole thing. You could go with checkerboard. Right, and then fill those in. So checkerboard, you could go with different size circles. So pretty much any design you can think of or pattern that you want to fill up your area with. Maybe, let's think of one more. Maybe let's say wavy lines. But just make sure your pattern is close enough together that it makes one side look dark and one side look light. Okay, so those are just some ideas that you could work with for your pattern. So think about that with what you want to do with yours. So like I said, for mine, I did my swirls. So I'm going to come and start whatever design you decide on. Start doing it on the insides of the leaves with the shadow. So with mine, like I did, I would start with my swirl inside, start another swirl, maybe finish that off around it some, maybe start another one until I hit one, come around like it's continuing. Maybe this one's continuing here. So you're just gonna keep going. Until you fill up all your leaves. Okay, so I would do that to all of these leaves, and then I would do it to all of this background right here, right? So I'm going to show you one that I chose to do with lines, right? So this is what this would look like, right? That looks pretty cool. I like that a lot. And so mine, I chose to do my leaves, which you can, but if you decide to just do, keep your leaves white, that's still really showing contrast, right? So, but like I showed you, I did stripes all on this side. And then instead of keeping my stripes the same side, on this side, I decided to just go a different direction, right? But keeping those lines close together is what made there be that contrast. If the lines are too far apart, this side won't look dark enough, right? So you can stop right there and leave it if you'd like, or if you'd like to add the color of the leaves, you can do that too. Another one that my daughter did, she chose the checkerboard and chose to color in her leaves. So her checkerboard turned out pretty cool. So you can see the checkerboard, and then she went ahead and did her leaves with some purple and some blues. So you have lots of options that you can do to make yours have lots of contrast and using different patterns. If you do want to fill in your leaves like I did here, let me show you that pattern. So all I did was, once I finished all my swirls and all my background, I came into my leaf, and then, so you just want to make a straight line down, and then you're going to make lines that come this direction, and then lines that come and meet going this way. So diagonal lines one way and the other. So you would do that to all of your leaves, and then you could color them in any way you want, or you could leave them black and white as well. So that is our lesson for today. I'll show you mine back again, and I look forward to seeing all of yours. So tell somebody today what contrast is and what pattern is. All right, thanks for creating with me today. I can't wait to see all of your examples. The beautiful work you've made so far has been amazing. I'm so impressed by all you guys are doing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.